Yep, welcome back. We're messing stuff up again. Welcome back to Route 40 Rust. Today we're gonna weld some junk together with this machine here, but without gas because I'm out of 80/20, so we're switching to flux core, and then we're gonna paint that junk that we welded with the junk with a $10 Harbor Freight paint gun that's been used 3 times, cleaned 0 times. I'm missing all the parts. I have 2-year-old farm implement paint, and I have very little to no thinner. So maybe we can mix with gasoline or water. All of it's been done before. I don't know yet. We'll see when we get there. And the shut up, chickens! Get out of here! Get! I'm trying to work. Shoot! Get! I call this tractor might be, because it might be out of fuel. Battery might be dead, might be broke. Clutch might be froze, which is really scary. Might be critters under here. Nope. Really hope that's not stuck. Oh, hi, Millie. Is that an orange? Yeah. Okay. Well, let's see what happens. I'll do this. Ooh, it's on my back. Shackle. Now the trick is, this thing smells funny. There's a lot of leaves up in there that are gonna catch on fire. Trick is, if the clutch sticks, Millie, shh, quiet, calm down. If the clutch sticks, you gotta be quick on that. Well, she wanted the purr. This thing might be running pretty good. Might be the most dependable vehicle I own. Might be able to drive this to work every day. I don't remember where reverse is. Found it. Are my wheels chopped? I'll tell you what, after I get my toolbox unloaded, I'll come pick you up and we'll go for a ride, okay? For the meantime, watch out. This thing, might be the end of you. You know what I'm saying? Look where you're going, not where you've been. Guess she's not ready for throttle. Even turns off. You still there? Can't get rid of you. Can't get rid of you. Quit following me. Well, what I needed the tractor for is I need to get this job box off and these sideboards, which that job box is full of tools, so it's pretty heavy. And I don't feel like unpacking it. But the goal here is, man, if you know me, I love patina stuff and keeping stuff original. Just look at this job box. I mean, that reminds me of oh, what's that color I'm thinking of? What's that color, guys? That Detroit diesel Alpine green, that's what I'm thinking of. But this job box has more holes in it than the election day story, and it gets pretty wet, so I got to keep a tonneau cover on it, and I don't it's just a pain to get to. So I think what I'm going to do is wire wheel it, clean it up, use some brass to fill some of these holes up, weld it, maybe get some 2-inch flat bar and put a lip on this lid, kind of waterproof that alignment issue. And they have like pipe screwed together and welded, and I mean, this thing, it's probably been around. Cracks on these welds. So I'm gonna get that off, clean it up, weld on it, and maybe shoot some black paint. Same with these things. Man, I love that rusty color, but this came off a head platform on a fertilizer leg. I don't know if you guys are familiar with grain elevators. Same principle, but for fertilizer. If you don't know what a elevator is or a grain leg, I'll post a picture of one here. Okay, so now you know what an elevator is. These came off a head platform on one, and I like the broke channel and the angle, and just to save the steel, they were just gonna get rid of it, and I made these sideboards. And I think I've got some old wrenches that I acquired. I've got all these guys. So what I'm gonna do is get the torch out, heat them up, and bend them like a Z, and put them on the inside here and bend out so you can wind up an extension cord or ropes or something. Alright, now we're somewhat better, safer, as safe as clamp on forks on a 50s tractor. Good morning. Coming in? Bet you won't. Scaredy cat. You get out there. All right. Well, because we only have an hour and a half of daylight every day this time of year, we're up awful early. I gotta clean up all this mess, all my clutter, and there's a very upset, hungry barn cat in the loft. I think Mom's upset that I'm in here this early. Anyway, I need to move all that real quick, get it out of there, stuff it over here. This engine, this AMC 258 needs to come out because it's going away. Scooch this over out of here, whatever which way. Ooh, my trim. And I need to get the torches out and bend a few wrenches, and unload that job box real quick. That's about all I got time for right now. So I better get right to. Shh. 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 Help is on the way, dear. Despite my better judgment and how much I want that kitten out of my barn, you can't help but care for the little fella. That's what we got. Barn cat. Well, I picked these two wrenches because they were nice and wide up here and skinny and stuff, and it might help keep the extension cord wrapped up in there a little better. I haven't really thought about how I want to bend them, but I need to move quick because I'm almost out of oxygen. So I'm gonna go ahead and start doing the things to make it do the thing. You okay, barn cat? I think I saw mama coming. Isn't this job box great? Maybe you guys don't think so. It's gonna be a little tricky to make that waterproof. Maybe a seal and an extra lip. I redesigned this lid. I don't know.
Todos los días sueño contigo, quiero estar a tu lado. Todos los días me siento solo, quiero estar contigo. Cariño, 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 quiero estar a tu lado, quiero estar contigo. Cariño, 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 quiero estar a tu lado, quiero estar contigo. Todos los días sueño contigo, quiero estar a tu lado. Todos los días me siento.
Yep. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm out of 80-20 gas for my MIG welder. I'm out of acetylene and oxygen for my torch. I couldn't find any flat bar in my steel rack, and I don't feel like ripping down 2x2 angle to make any bar. But I did find a quart of old farm implement paint. I should have some mineral spirits. maybe enough. I have mixing cups, and I do have tape. So we're just gonna go ahead and try to bend a few more wrenches by hand or with a cheater bar or something, since I don't have my torch. I dropped off my bottles, get those swapped out. That way I can weld them onto the sideboards, get that prepped for paint, and I'll probably just do what I can with the welder and all the cracks, and I don't know, do weather stripping job later. But that's that. So for now, I'm just gonna mute you guys, blare some music, and just get to town on this. Look at that. I think just fixing welds will be ahead. There's the bunny. See how close I can get to that rabbit. Want a carrot, little buddy? What are you doing? What are you doing? Don't go. Oh, I almost had enchiladas tonight. We gotta get to work. All right, let's get to work. Did you ever wonder if you could support this channel, Route 40 Russ? Well, guess what? You can, and it's super easy. It's actually called a super thanks. And right below this video, there's a button that says thanks. If you click on it, it'll help you donate a couple bucks. If you would do that, it'd really help us out, keep us buying project cars, and keep these videos rolling. Appreciate all your support, guys. Well, I bent a pile of more wrenches. I really don't have a plan for all of them, but we'll find places for them as we go. I also got the Lincoln set back up to flux core, which is just a polarity thing and simple enough. What else did I do? Oh, I got some brass handy. That's just brass off a mechanical splice. Old punch or something. If you've never messed with it before, if you got a big gap in some metal and it's just too big of a gap to fill with the MIG, you can just put a piece of brass on the inside behind it and then weld, and your weld won't stick to the brass. It just kind of, you know, helps you puddle weld a spot, and then just take your brass back out, and if it gets too gummed up, you can just kind of clean it off every once in a while. So that's an old trick to fill big holes with a MIG welder. So I got my compressor draining water, because it's got about a gallon of water in it before, even if I try to paint. I'm gonna go ahead and start boogieing and spitting some welds all over this thing wherever I can, and weld some wrenches on some sideboards, and let's get this show on the road, for Pete's sake. Here's that piece of brass with the punch. I'm just gonna tuck it up behind this hole and just plug weld it. Yep.
I hope you know how hard I try.
for you.
I hope it shows when love is true. I'm praying that the way it is ain't lost on you. 'Cause honey, in the end,
Truth be told,
you're gonna need the kind of love that's full of soul. 'Cause the best is not enough.
For you inquiring minds who are wondering how that flux core did, I don't know if I had Lincoln wire or some of that Harbor Freight wire, but that one's not. Look at that. Yeah, we'll take it. We'll do it. I mean, if it breaks off, we'll just weld it back again. I think I'm supposed to have a spring. There it is. The real trick is to remember how this goes together. The front nozzle part connects to the front nozzle part. Does the spring go before or after? I'll know right away. After. The spring goes after the thing? Nope, no it doesn't. There's a lot of paint on that needle. It will. Nope. Oh, come on. After? You should always force your parts together. And I think you hold that, and screw it in. Do you feel something? And tighten that down. By golly, boys, I think we got a paint gun. Do we do the filter? Nah. Filter slows down. Well, I think we're stuck with it now. I really want to spray some spirits through it. Give it a good cleaning. But really just don't have much. I think I'm going to spray water through it. Ha! Alright, so here's the real problem. The real problem is, I'm pretty sure I painted my flatbed with this paint like 2 years ago. I did store it in the house, so that's cool. It might be okay. Oh gosh. And then I have exactly that much thinner. So I can't clean the gun. I can't run this through the gun and adjust it. I'm just gonna have to mix as much paint as I can and let her eat. So instead of adding paint and then slowly thinning it, I'm gonna add all of my thinner. Yeah, that's. Then I'll pour this through a funnel. Probably should have stirred that. Pour that through a filter funnel. Here's my filter funnel. Oh gosh, look how chunky it is. this is not gonna work. I'm wasting time. Add more old paint. Well, come on out and play with us. I'm gonna lay that over the carburetors I'm trying to rebuild. Oh my gosh. So how is everybody? How are your projects going? Yeah, mine are horrible too. If this works, I'm gonna be amazed. I'm gonna have to run like a lot of pressure through that gun to squirt this and probably take that filter out. But I'm hoping if I sit here and stir this forever, it might work. If you know anything about painting, that's not the consistency you want. Believe it or not, you might not be able to tell because how horrible I am at this, that I've painted vehicles before. Now, if you're gonna mix gasoline with your paint to thin it out, you gotta be very, very cautious about how much you put in there. It's a very exact process. Just go, keep going till you get the exact amount. You can slosh it around, and that's when you know it's perfect. Update. I added gasoline. It's kind of runny right there, which is a sign that it's thinner. But I really don't know if gasoline is going to separate it or not. But we've come too far to turn back now. Let's try it. This is a bad idea. The chunks plopping in there are a little alarming. I think if we can power through the chunks of paint, we might spray some. Maybe mix in the gun. Forgot to turn the compressor on. So these are supposed to be high volume, low pressure guns. Very minimal air pressure. I've got way too much. Keeps getting clogged. the Almighty is my witness. You saw how thick and nasty that paint was and old. Couldn't be saved. I was out of mineral spirits. You saw it. I did go out and kept dumping gasoline into this and just shaking it, and it did it. I can't believe it. I want to throw this gun in the trash, but I feel like it deserves more. So I'm gonna use the rest of that gas, soak all these parts, and actually try to save it. This doesn't look good. I'll show you this paint job when it's all done and said, but I literally got nothing into it. That paint was trash. The mineral spirits could have been held on to for the next project, but we jacked up the pressure. It was a low volume, high pressure gun. Patent that. And we did it, you know. I'm gonna clean up. I didn't have a mask. I didn't do anything because I really didn't expect this to work. 29 PSI is recommended. We were going like 80. I can taste it in my nose, and that's not even possible. Well, there you have it. Look at that. I mean, it's not bad for what we did. I don't know if it's dust or that's the splatter with my 100 PSI paint gun. I mean, I ain't mad about it, and it's not separating. I mean, come on. What more could you want? Well, hopefully a cat or a rabbit or a chicken doesn't get in here tonight and put its little boop, 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 paw prints all over it, and it sets up fairly quick. It's a little cold out. I mean, if it was not a nice car, like everything that I owned, I would definitely shoot paint with gasoline. It was a ditch effort, but to be honest with you, my stomach aches worrying about how that was going to go. Thought I wasted my time and, more importantly, your time. But look at it. Well, that's it, guys. There you have it. There's from getting the Might Be tractor running to getting it unloaded, and it took a few days. I've been busy. I know you guys are too, but this is proof that no excuses. I don't care if you're out of gas, you're out of other gases, you're out of paints and thinners and stuff. Like, it's doable if you just get out there and hack at it. Yeah, so get busy living. Do stuff before it's too late or whatever. Man, my floor. That's okay. Shows a man has been here. Cool. Well, thanks for watching. And as always, comment below any sort of ridiculous painting stuff that you've done that worked out, because I'm not a painter, and